Dear Candy Bar Selection at the Bodega on the corner of 42nd and 10th. Hello, Joe. What do you know? I bet you, Cookie, I'm the last person on earth you thought you'd be hearing from here on Christmas Eve right at the end of the world. Yeah, there's no way you could have seen it coming, and I don't hold it against you. You don't know me from Adam, and Adam wouldn't know you from a magical apple hanging from a tree of wisdom with a naked lady dolled up and a snake beneath. We're strangers, that's all I mean. And it ain't for lack of trying. I pass by maybe twice a day, 3 times on Ash Wednesday or Good Friday. Never heard a good word from you about it. I look you top to bottom like some wild dog staring down a ribeye on a pedestal marked Fido, and I can't see nothing but you. And the world fades away, and I'm a useless piece of humanity swallowed up inside a hurt that can't be soothed with hookers and gin and a Life magazine special edition on the First Lady's panty drawer. And in that moment, there ain't a goddamn thing inside my head except this. I want a candy bar. I want a cocksucking candy bar real bad. And you sit there in your waxy plastic and gold leaf and wink at me like I'm some forlorn John gotta wait another week until payday to buy himself a piece of ass. And I ain't gonna lie, Candy Bar Selection at the Bodega on the corner of 42nd and 10th. It stings. Probably wondering what I'd do if I did have a silver nickel to my name. Well, I'll tell you. Instead of hanging back like I usually do, balling you through the rush of trenchcoat knuckleheads hustling home to families in the early dark of late December, I'd step right to the front of the bodega like a man called by destiny to bear witness to his truth at the throne of a chocolate-covered god. And I look around real casual. Window shop, the headlines on the fish wrappers, like I'm not quite sure what I want just yet. Even though I know I want a shit-kicking candy bar. And I'd look the cashier right in the eye and flip that nickel off my thumb so as he grabbed it out of the air and say, "What'll it be, pal?" And I'd say, "Give me a Clark bar, you lousy son of a bitch, or get the hell out of this town." Yeah, I get it. Everybody knows there's nothing in the world like a bit o' honey. Some silly bastards go over the moon for a cherry mash, and some broads beat their bows for a Fifth Avenue or Baby Ruth. But you know what? I'm a Clark bar guy. I'm not going to apologize for it, so take your sermon and go take a long preach off a short pier, because I don't need no pie-in-the-sky speech about how your candy bar can give my candy bar the business. It's a matter of taste, you mongoloid. There's no accounting for taste, even if I do want a Clark bar in every hole and 10 more in the bedside table. And when that pathetic wreck of an inventory specialist says to me, "We ain't got no Clark bars," he says, I'd say, "Of course you don't. What the hell is the matter with you? You got candy bars 6 ways from Sunday and chewing gum and rock candy in every magazine from here to Shanghai, and you ain't seen you been out of Clark bars for 3 weeks at a dead sprint. What kind of sham bodega you running here, chum? An honest man's got to hike to C.O. Bigelow to get a Clark bar in this rotten city?" And he'd get defensive. I wonder why a guy like me is raising Cain about a lousy Clark bar, and I only got 8 words for him. Honeycombed, ground, roasted peanuts covered in milk chocolate. Candy Selection. When I was a kid, we used to walk down Underwood to the other side of the tracks to the H&K, where we'd spend our Christmas pennies on all the Clark bars we could get our hands on. And one time the neighbor kid asked if he could come, and we said, "Sure, kid, you like Clark bars?" And we talked about Clark bars the whole 2 miles to the H&K. And when we finally get there, he steps to the counter and puts his penny down and asks the soda jerk for what? A balsa wood airplane. And we look at him like he's taking a hot piss on the corpse of St. Augustine. And he backs towards the door and says, "That's just kidding, fellas. It's a joke, see? Can't you take a joke?" "Sure, kid, we can take a joke." We beat that kid with a stick all the way across the Platte River. Lives in Missoula to this day. I guess what I'm saying is I'm leaving. I can't bear the stink of a city that doesn't care when a bodega at the corner of 42nd and 10th is out of Clark bars. I can't take the gall of a town that can eat a Charleston shoe without protest. And I can't stomach the bile of a place that wants a zagnut in its filthy pie hole. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, maybe I'm a hero. Maybe I expect too much from a man who makes his living 2 cents at a time. I don't expect you to know the difference, Candy Selection. You're just a pile of stale dollar signs on a cold shelf in the big city. And I'm just an old fluff looking for a familiar thrill. Sincerely yours, Mary Lou Retton.